What's up, guys? I turned this up 4 turns, so I used the 3/16 Allen wrench and turned it up 4 times. I haven't shot it yet since I've done that, so I'm gonna try using my HPA tank. It's kind of running low. It's probably about 1,000 psi because this gauge seems to read low. But yeah, I just want to get some general idea of where the FPS is at, and I'm going to be using the 3.6 gram nylon balls. When I had it cranked up 8 times, it was hitting about 350 feet per second off of one of these 12 gram cartridges, but I haven't tried a chrono reading with the HPA tank yet. And this HPA tank puts out about 800 psi. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in there, and then turn on the valve for this and put pressure, and then start shooting the box. And I have my chronograph, and yeah, just give me 1 second. Alright, you guys, I got the line hooked up, it has pressure, everything was good. I'm gonna take a few shots and see what I get on this chrono reading. .276, .276, .282, .282, .278. I think I have 2 more shots in this magazine. It said 282, but my button came off, or my finger came off the button. .284. So it's almost at 300 feet per second. I'm gonna fire one more 12 round. Well, I'm gonna fire the 12 round magazine, see if I get any difference. Like I said in a previous video, I've seen that you should fire at least like 2 CO2 cartridges worth of air through this. So I feel like I'll probably shoot maybe like 40 rounds, and then see if it just stays at like 280, 285. I'll just turn off all this gas pressure, because you should not mess with the velocity adjuster when it's aired up. So I'm going to turn off this air adjustment, or turn off the valve, the tank, and then degas the marker, and then turn it up a little bit more. 282, 278, 280, 284, 282, 280, 278, 282, 284, 282, 284, 278, out of rounds. So it seems like it's stuck at like 278, 285, somewhere around there. I'm probably just gonna degas this, and then get those balls out of there so I don't crack anymore, because I think I cracked one. And then degas this, turn up that velocity screw probably like 4 more times, so it'll be like where I had it. But I had to check my tank pressure and stuff, so give me 1 second. Alright, you guys, I took the well, I turned off the tank pressure. The tank's reading about the same, like 500-ish, just about 500. It's hard to see, but yeah, it's about 500. I'm gonna dry fire this toward the grass. So it's out of gas. I'm gonna pop the CO2, because it still has pressure in it. So that's popped. Put it back. I'm gonna turn up the velocity about 4 turns, and I'm using a 3/16 Allen wrench. I think 5mm works as well. So I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm pretty sure you've seen this before, but I still have access to it, even though this remote line's in here, and you can kind of see the screw, or like the head. It's right there, right in the middle. So I'm going to turn this 4 more times. So right now it's about 4.5, so I'm going to do 4 more, which is where I had it before when I was using the CO2 cartridges. 2, 3, 4. So this might be hitting about 350 feet per second. It just all depends how much pressure is coming out of my tank, and yeah, I think just the pressure from my tank is going to dictate how fast this goes. Like if I'm using the CO2 tank, which is low, it doesn't have very much CO2 in this right now. This isn't regulated like a HPA tank is. So like maximum, if this thing's full, it's probably shooting like 1200 psi. But where it's at right now, there's still some in here, but not that much. So that's probably like 900 psi, or like maybe at 1000, maybe at 800. I have no idea. I don't have like a gauge, a pressure gauge to like stick onto this. But these are regulated, so this is always putting out 800 psi unless it drops lower than that in the tank. But I feel like this is still at about 1000. Anyway, I have the velocity adjusted. I'm gonna air it up really quick, let you guys watch this, even though I've already shown how this works before. I just don't know if I could do it with one hand. So let me turn this down a little bit. All right, so yeah, you might hear the clicking of the pressure going into the marker, so it should be coming up right now. So it just clicked, it has pressure now. I'm gonna put this in my backpack and then load up a magazine and go walk back over to my shooting area. So just give me 1 second. And then my magazines are already loaded. Got one right here. Let me put this on safe actually. Okay, one right here. And then my other mag I put in my pocket. And then I need to flip this box over. Alright, box is good. And yeah, let me go walk over here. So I have the camera on top of this trash can right here. And yeah, I'm gonna start firing. Let me pick up the camera a little bit. Alright, so alright, here we go. It's on fire. So this is 8 turns, and I'm using the HPA tank and the 3.6 gram pink balls. 318, 310, 314, 314, 306, 314, 312. I think that might be it for this magazine. Yeah, magazine's empty. So I'm going to use my 12 rounder. I'm still using those pink like pink balls. And start firing. .316, 314, 312, 316. I'm gonna do like 3 shots in a row. So just give me 1 second. So it started at 312, and then it went 298, and then it went 304. But I can't show that. But yeah, I'm gonna do 2 shots. So it said 312, and then it said 298. So I'm gonna do just 1 shot by itself. 316, 280, 314. I might be out of shots. I'm gonna check the magazine. Yeah, I'm out of rounds. So with my HPA tank at 800 psi, it's lower than the CO2 cartridges, but that could possibly be because I'm using an HPA tank that's regulated and only doing 800 psi. I don't have an 1100 psi HPA tank, but what I want to do is use those with the CO2, see if I get a higher reading. When I used those on a different video a couple days ago, they were hitting like 572, I think was the highest, and I was using the HPA tank that I just used the Byrna TCR with, and the low number was like 542. So I'm gonna see if the CO2 tank, even though it's low, I'm gonna see if the CO2 tank, that one, gets higher than 572 on these, or if it's gonna be like 550 consistently. Because yeah, that pressure, that tank is kind of low. Like I've already shot about 180 shots through it. I forgot how many shots, if you were playing paintball and you were shooting out of that tank, I think you get like 250 or maybe 200 shots out of it. But that's with the paintball marker, and those are more efficient with air. I'm just gonna dry fire the TCR. So yeah, I feel like this tank's probably running low, but I'm gonna keep using it till the actual like markers don't work anymore when I try firing with this. So that'll be the end of this this video. I forgot to degas this, and I pulled this, but nothing happened. I'm trying not to damage the O-ring because these are kind of harder to switch in and switch out. But that'll be the end of this video, and then I'm gonna film another video using those and getting chrono readings and stuff. So this blue one is my first one, and this is the second one. These are both from December of 2020. There's a Big 5 near me that I guess no one buys these in my area, so lucky for me, I didn't get a crimped valve. So these have the a thread with a little dimple on the sides. It's a threaded, inside here it's threaded. The new ones, they're crimped, but I think they're making a generation 2 of this, and it looks almost the same. Functions exactly the same. Internals look like they're all the same. It's just they fixed the valves, so you shouldn't have any problems with the generation 2 HDP 50s, at least for the first wave of them that gets released. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video, and then I'm gonna start a new one with those HDP 50s. So see you on the next one.